Williams has been a Formula 1 customer team for a long time. It wants to be what new CEO Jost Capito calls an independent A-team under the ownership of Dorilton Capital. But can that stretch further to say restoring Williams as a works team? That's what we'll find out in this episode. Let's get started. It would be the ultimate statement of intent for the new era under Dorilton Capital. Williams has had customer status since splitting with BMW after the 2005 season, buying engines from Cosworth, Toyota, Cosworth again, Renault, and since 2014 Mercedes. It has won just one race in that time, the 2012 Spanish Grand Prix, while the last of its titles were earned with its 1997 double back in its final year with Works Renault engines. Williams' Mercedes move propelled it to its most successful seasons of the modern era, but off-track issues meant the team's steady overall decline ultimately continued, and it has now finished last in the Constructors' Championships for 3 seasons in a row. Despite its miserable recent record, Williams' fortunes are improving. It made a significant step forward in competitiveness last season that was not reflected by the first pointless campaign of Williams' existence, and the company was sold to Dorilton Capital late in the year. The founding Williams family departed after the sale, but Williams' merger record as a customer team and the modern domination of the Mercedes Works entry would suggest there is a fundamental limit to what it can achieve in its current form, even if it improves dramatically as hoped. As one of F1's only independent teams, a revitalized Williams would likely be one of the first points of contact for any new engine manufacturer F1 hopes to tempt in with new engine rules for 2025. It has already been touted as a potential Volkswagen Audi group target should the company finally decide to enter F1. Jost Capito, the architect of Volkswagen World Rally Championship dominating works effort of the mid-2010s, who had a brief stint at the McLaren F1 team in 2016, is a Dorilton hire who started in his Williams chief executive role last month. He sees any new manufacturer attraction as a secondary consequence of Williams' plan to improve rather than an ambition, and says there is no desire to allow another company to buy into the team directly. Dorilton has invested more than £100 million into Williams since buying it, and the team has struck an enhanced Mercedes partnership that will increase the components Williams purchases from its engine supplier as of 2022. Despite the occasional rumor that Renault wants Williams to become a second team for the Works Alpine entry, it seems unlikely that Williams would be stolen away from Mercedes. Especially with engines being frozen from next year, the strengthened technical partnership is unlikely to be broken to switch to a lesser manufacturer. But in the long term, if Williams wants to become a World Championship winning team again, does it not need to be a works team? That doesn't mean Williams isn't keen on the idea, just that it would be a mistake to look to that option right now. Perhaps it's a lesson Capito learned from his brief, doomed McLaren tenure as he joined that operation while it was in the midst of its Honda misery. That partnership was forged on Ron Dennis's insistence that it was not possible to win world championships in the V6 turbo hybrid era without being a works team. McLaren's first year after Honda proved the blame didn't lie solely in Japan. Williams cannot afford to waste time in his revival with a similar mistake, so it's entirely correct for Williams' focus to be on itself rather than seeking to enhance other variables. The enhanced Mercedes deal from 2022 is a departure from the family-era ethos of building everything but the engine. However, it reflects F1's evolving business model. Almost all of Williams' midfield rivals have similar agreements. Aston Martin buys as much from Mercedes as the rules permit, ditto has from Ferrari, AlphaTauri is Red Bull's junior sister team, and Alfa Romeo wants a closer Ferrari alliance. Only McLaren, who is also Mercedes' customer, and Alpine, who is the Renault's works team, have stood alongside Williams in resisting the appeal of buying F1's non-listed parts from a bigger team. But in Williams' new era, no stream is attached to change that philosophy. Don't rule out that choice evolving to include a new engine in the future. If Williams has true ambitions of re-establishing its glory days, then it must grow to the point it rivals the likes of McLaren as the best choice for any incoming manufacturer. It would be a mistake for Williams to think that's the way to fast-track its ascent, but the realistic achievable progress the team expects to make in the next 2 or 3 seasons could include a couple of steps Capito says are required before a works engine deal becomes a serious prospect to consider. And that's been it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. Apart from that, I hope you're an awesome day, and bye bye.